Ever since I was younger, I've always found multiple different ways to make money. I've always been somebody who has tried to learn skills and see how I can turn them into sources of income. One of those skills that I had learned was how to braid hair, and I would say it's the skill that has stuck with me for the longest time. I actually started braiding hair for myself because I wanted to look beautiful on a budget, and I had no idea that not only would it become a source of income for me, it would also be my biggest source of income to date, and it would be how I would put myself through school and how I would pay my bills. Now that I've graduated school and the job market has been a bit, wonky, I've been trying to pay more attention to the skills I already have. So I'd like to take you on what a 2-client day in my life looks like as a braider. Did you know braiders can stand for up to 12 hours a day and sometimes even more? And people always ask me how I'm able to handle 2 clients in one day. In case you're new here, I run my salon from home. Most mornings as a braider starts the same. Cleaning up from the night before, setting out fresh tools, sectioning the hair that my clients chose. My time slots usually start around 7:30 to 8:30 for the morning slot and then 4:30 for the afternoon slot. So as expected, she came around 7:30 a.m. and today the hairstyle that she was getting was flip over Fulani braids with boho curls. The funny thing about braiding is how fast time passes. I never feel bored. Most of the time I'm talking with my clients, and to be honest, I'm so blessed because I have a profession where I get to meet some really cool people. And because I live in a city that is quite small, sometimes I hear stories that accidentally connect dots across people. What happens when I get a non-chatty client, a client that just prefers not to talk or that just prefers to do their own thing? It's completely fine. I just usually put on a podcast or I put on a show and I enter my flow state.
Thank you.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
like it?
Yes, I love it.
Period. My next client came around 4:40. I had a little break in between, which was good. I never really considered scaling my business or looking into this skill and thinking big when it comes to having a salon. I've been trying to look within the skills that I have and trying to see maybe this could be a nudge from God and focusing more on creating a job for myself instead of trying to be an employee, at least for now. And change my perspective. Instead of looking at this thing as a side gig, maybe it could become something more serious. Let me be real with you guys for a second. The actual fear isn't running a business, it's navigating this world trying to convince yourself you don't need a 9 to 5 and choosing to bet on your own gifts instead. There's no handbook for that. There's no step-by-step guide. It's just you and it's your ideas and it's a whole lot of courage. Most people who break out of the box and become the creatives and the artists and the entrepreneurs they dream of being, they get there because they were resilient enough to say, okay, I'm going to try, even if it's not stable at first. And that's where my fear really lives. Not in whether I can run my business. I know I probably can if I put my mind to it. My fear is not being able to predict where the next paycheck comes from. Stability, that's the part entrepreneurship doesn't give you in the beginning. But honestly, at this point, do I really have a choice with this job market? Yes, I'm applying for jobs and trying to go to networking events, but I'm also not the type to sit around and wait for someone to pick me, to choose me. If I have skills in my back pocket, I'm going to use them. If there's something I can build with my own hands, I want to try. This isn't me throwing things at the wall, it's me being consistent and putting in effort, seeing where faith and discipline can take me. So if you're anything, if you can relate to the situation, still waiting for your dream job, your dream career, and your financial freedom, and you're holding on to a skill you've been sleeping on, then why not bet on yourself too? Why not learn? Why not grow? Why not serve people with what you already know and see where it takes you? It takes courage, I won't lie. I don't even have it yet, but I'm choosing to take that leap of faith on myself, and I think you should too. Anyway, we started her hair, and like clockwork, I finished around 10:30 p.m. Now, because it's the end of the day, obviously I'm tired, my feet are done, my back is done, and usually at this time I don't even clean up, I just go straight to bed. Thanks for spending this day with me, and remember, let's take it one day at a time.